everyone, Nathan here from Mike Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream where we're going to be painting some of these guys.
He's just put a Malteser in his mouth, that's why it sounds funny.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I know, but you sound like that actor that people have always put cotton wool in their mouths when they pretend to be them.
Marlon Brando.
Probably.
I do look a bit weird. Look at my little chipmunk face.
No, I didn't say that, did I? We've just got leg cam today. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I'll leave you on a Monday to set up on your own. You think you'd have learned by now? Where is the dog?
It's under there. It was pointing at him.
Hello, sweetie pie.
What have I done?
With what?
Yeah, I'll see what that does later.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Hey everyone!
Hi! Yeah, it was me setting up. Rubbish me. So this evening I'm going to be painting some Star Wars Shatterpoint minis, and Mrs MLG is too.
Apparently so, even though I don't actually know what's happening.
I've given you some over there on your little table to do.
I'm going to have a Malteser, that's what I'm doing.
You best eat the rest of them because I've already had a handful. What colour have I got in? Rattling Grime. I'm going to use this for Lord Maul's trousers.
Oh.
He's called, well, he's Darth Maul, but on the side of the box it refers to him as Lord Maul.
Oh, John's cheering you.
Yeah, he's holding a bit lower. I don't know if they're going to fit in my painting handles actually. I haven't checked that.
Organised as ever.
Yeah. Well, when I have to do everything to get settled.
Yeah, just like switch it on.
Well, what do they do? That's alright. Fits in there, look. Let's take the Thrasher snail off.
You're just too used to me being easy. Poor Wicked D has to do it all on her own all the time.
Yeah.
Have you finished that snail yet?
It just needs varnishing.
Oh, that's for thingy. That's for, you know.
I know. I might varnish it while we're streaming this evening. We shall see. I bet Wicked D's thing like retains all its settings. It's just hours that you have to set up every single time.
Probably not. It's probably something daft like a button that you just press and you remember something. Nope, it HMC. They don't remember the settings, do they? I keep saying that.
Stupid, it should remember the settings. If I had invented a streaming service, I would make it so that it remembered the settings.
Well, it's not the Twitch, is it? It's the Streamlab thing. In fairness, Wicked D was muted at the start of last night. Ah, John's dobbing you in. I wasn't there at the very beginning. She always streams just as I'm putting the kid to bed. She goes to bed later on the weekend. You know, because it's a weekend.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who any of these people are that you've given me here.
Well, that's why if you click on there, let's see, I've given you a picture.
That's what I don't have to know who they are.
So you don't really have to know who they are, but you can look at the picture to see which one match.
Oh, right.
So you may notice that you have got more models than I have.
I have got a lot more models than you.
But that's because I've got the battle droids that are 3 to a base, and I haven't finished sticking them together yet.
Excuses.
And also you're going to have a lot more painting time than I am this week.
Why?
Because once you've added them Reaper figures that you've got to do, you've just got to paint all this.
Anyway, stop talking to me and talk to people that have come to see you. Yeah, it had done that stupid thing where it decides your mic is something called oh yeah, ours does that all the time. Your microphone that you've been using all of the time no longer exists. It is now just a string of numbers. Yeah, we like that one. Mike likes doing that. You're using contrast paints though, aren't you?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Okay, well that's fine.
I don't really know how they work.
I've got the bad guys and you've got the good guys. So.
Aw, you've got the cool guys.
What have I got? You want these guys?
Bad guys are always better. You carry on because you haven't painted anything yet. What's the matter?
Nothing.
It's over there.
I was looking at the box, but the box had moved.
What you got to tell us? So we're painting Shatterpoint because it's the demonstration copy for the shop and we need to get it ready for Sunday, and as you can see, it's nowhere near.
It's nearly there.
So yeah, that's fun. Hopefully, some of you might be able to come down on Sunday and see the Star Wars people and play some Shatterpoint, Legion and X-Wing.
Yeah.
Maybe even have yourself scanned to make a 3D mini out of you. And it would be lovely if some people came down to see the author that's in store. You can ask him all sorts of questions about being an author in his book, and then you can buy a book and have it signed by him because he'll be sat there going, "Hi, I'm Carl. Hey, Sharon."
And his book isn't very expensive, is it? I don't think it's
not normal price for a book.
It's not excessively priced. It's a fantasy story.
So yeah, it'd be good. I always worry because obviously Bridlington is a bit out of the way, and when we put events on, we don't always get loads of people, and I always panic.
I always panic.
We'll just have to see who turns up, won't we?
Oh, yeah.
But obviously, the Star Wars people, all dressed up in their Star Wars gidge, are raising money for a local charity, so it's free to have your picture taken with them, but chuck a quid in their bucket would be lovely. So that's what's happening, so that's what we're painting this for. This is the demo copy for the shop, and then on Sunday, hopefully, people can play some of it, because it'll be there. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be there, but hopefully it'll be painted.
It'll be painted.
Well, we haven't even started yet.
I've done this guy's trousers.
You've done that guy. I ain't even got some paint out yet.
I think.
So Mr MLG has got the box next to him, which is what he keeps looking at. In case you're wondering why he keeps wandering off over there.
Close the lid on my paint so I don't knock it over. Yeah. So on the sides of the box, I don't know if that's going to be too close, but on the sides of the box are pictures of painted minis.
Yeah, that's just a blurry mess.
Yeah, but that's what I'm referring to for.
Are people going to be all mean when I paint this and they go, "Oh no, that's not, that piece of armour isn't supposed to be that colour," or whatever? Or
I think if people do that, then they need to go and get life.
Because I don't know who any of these people are.
Neither do I, if I'm honest.
I've seen the old movies, but I've not seen any of these new ones.
It's these are all based on characters from the cartoon series, the Clone Wars or whatever, and I've never watched any of that.
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah. We could watch it on Disney Plus.
No, you will. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Has anybody else seen it? So what's it called? Is it called Shatterpoint then, the cartoon?
No, Clone Wars.
Oh, what's Shatterpoint then?
That's this game.
Yeah, but...
I don't know.
Yay! Look at us. We know loads of stuff. Has anybody else seen Clone Wars? That these characters are apparently based off. They can fill us in with a bit more information, perhaps.
Yeah.
Go off scheme, paint them and then come. But no, I see. We've got to do it kind of all right. And it's never going to be true, is it? Since I don't even know who they are. And it's all right showing me a picture, but I can't see the back of her, so I've got no idea what any of the stuff on the back of her looks like. I've already painted my little horses funny colours. My mantic horses that are all supposed to be uniform colours and they're all different colours. I went off piece with that.
Do you remember a little while ago we were having a conversation about the Reaper competition thing, and they'd only painted the front of the Mini?
Yeah, I think was it Sharon? Or
yeah,
maybe. What about it?
So yesterday, I'm sure you won't mind me mentioning, But yesterday when I was talking to Al in the shop, apparently some of the stuff at GW, it is only painted on the front. Warhammer World and what have you. So when you can only see stuff from a certain angle in the cabinet.
Really?
Yeah.
How does he know that?
Apparently it's on a podcasty thing that he's watched.
Is that if they had chance?
I don't know.
There's a wild goomy, which is a blob of purple jelly with green cheeks, and it's trying to escape its plate by wiggling its arms in the air and going, "Help me, help me! Hey Red, how you doing?"
Hi.
We're painting Shatterpoint minis, so this will be a demo game when you come.
Sorry.
When you come down and help us out on Sunday, the Shatterpoint will be there for you to look at and have a go at and stuff as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The GW heavy metal team used to only paint the front. Sometimes, yes, says Tony. Oh yes, I know it's something that just happens. It wasn't just Reaper contest. I think it was more the arrogance of which the person who had won kind of went, haha, and I only painted the front. Look at you idiots painting the whole mini. Nah. Yeah. I think it was more that, wasn't it, than anything else. Like, yeah, look at you daft heads painting all your minis. Do we know the cost of the mini scan? Yeah, it's on the website. There's different costs depending on what you want. It's not cheap, I'll just say that. But there's a lot of work that goes into it. Once you've been scanned by this special machine, then there's a lot of work on the computer for the company to do to make it actually printable.
Yep.
If that makes sense. But yeah, if you look under the events tab on our website, all the information is in there. Hey Chronicle!
That's why I only have my head done.
I've still not got your glasses on.
It's coming.
There's a big warning nonsense over the top of my chat I couldn't type.
Well, there was some pop-up about a new feature and I didn't want to close it in case you needed to see it.
Oh, I don't need to see it as the stream started. But, yeah.
I don't know if it was one of them things like, we've shown you it now, we're never showing you it again.
It's gone now anyway, so if it didn't come back then we don't know about it. Are you going to come down on Sunday? Wicked day. We'll all be there. We'll all be there. Pete says, hydrate. What have you got to hydrate with today?
Water.
Water? Look at you being actually hydrating.
Yeah.
Well, that's a gun. I've just painted a gun blue. She's got a blue gun now.
Yeah. Hydrating with water because I've got to go back to work.
You have got to go back to work, yes. We put the first ever original sign from our first ever shop. We put it up today in new shop, and it's so tiny. It just fitted on a little wall. Like, oh, look at that tiny. But it's been in our woodshed for years. So we thought, because the shop before this sign is upstairs on the gaming floor, and now the original first ever shop sign is on the ground floor. See, so we're just collecting signs. We're so tight, you see. When we have a shop, we take the sign down and take it with us because we paid for it.
Yep. Sure did.
It's like no use for it, but we're having it. It's ours. You know, when you see old shops in town, they leave their signs up.
Nope, that's not happening.
That's not what we do.
Yeah. So our sign from the previous shop came with us and is on the gaming floor.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe you said that.
It's alright. Don't worry about it.
I'm deaf in this area.
Don't start that. Little Miss MLG likes to watch Would I Lie to You? It's very difficult to find family-friendly shows just to watch while after tea and things. But she likes Would I Lie to You? And it tends to be alright. And on today's one that we watched from it was a really old one, everybody looked really young. Was it Charlie? Is it Brooker?
Charlie Brooker.
Charlie Brooker, I don't really like, but that he was on. And he said that he had pretended for 6 years to an ex-girlfriend of his. He went out with this person for 6 years and he pretended to her the whole time that he was deaf in one ear. Because, well, he didn't want to listen to her, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what reference Mr MLG was just making there. But we all know it's really just because Mr MLG doesn't listen. Not because he's deaf.
Yeah, I'm going deaf.
You are going. He got himself tested.
Got a bit of paper that says so.
Oh, John has gifted 10. That's really kind of you, John.
Thank you, John.
That's super
Super kind.
I was trying to find a link now. It doesn't always work. Oh, there we go. I think it should have worked.
There's something that I don't really get about the minis for Shatterpoint is that they're all different sizes. So these two are Mandalorian Super Commandos. Now they look cool, Mandalorian armor and stuff. So they're going to get painted in kind of black and red scheme. But they are support troopers. And then we've got this guy who is Gar Saxon. Now he's supposed to be kind of like the leader type. They're all on the same size base. But let's just discard her for a moment because she's kneeling down, so you can't get a decent size comparison. But this guy, right, so he's kind of flying and he's a bit wonky because of the way he's flying and his legs bent and stuff. So he is, he measures from the end of my paintbrush to the S on there, and his mate only measures from the tip of my paintbrush to the R, and he's straight up. So there's a huge scale difference between the kind of the main characters and then the supporting.
Pete the Hydrator would like you to give them a wave.
Hi, Pete. Hi.
Pete the Hydrator wants you to show a mini you have painted in the past.
Ooh. So yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. A mini that I've painted in the past. Something. My shoulder's a bit wiggly.
Didn't you know that adding levels to them makes it a dire Mandalorian?
Here is a rock troll that I painted
In the past.
in the past. I can't remember when I painted him actually. He looks very plain on there, but trust me, he has got like a lot of shading and stuff on him. It's got a bit of green going on in between all the like little rock clusters and stuff. There you go. And he's got pink eyes. I think I might have painted his eyes pink for you, Pete. Let me see if I lift him up a little bit closer.
Oh, I suppose you want me to, like, you know, make him in focus, don't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Can you see his pink eyes? Can't really. It's definitely got pink eyes, I promise.
Yeah, it's got pink. We can see his pink eyes. Look, you can see them. They are there. They are pink. I always think it's funny when you hold a miniature up and you're concentrating, you don't breathe or talk. It's like, no, I've got to hold this miniature in one place, and you don't hold it in one place either, so it's not like your non-breathing, non-talking's helping you.
Get my legs in the only space I'm allowed to put them in. Over there.
what colours are you doing? Who are you doing and what colours are you doing it?
So, I've currently done Darth Maul's metal bits and his trousers. And now I'm doing the pistols on the Mandalorians because they're the same colour as Darth Maul's legs. Because he's got robot legs.
Oh, I see.
Because anyone that's seen... and there's probably no spoiler here because this film's been out for a long time. Anyone that's seen The Phantom Menace will know that Darth Maul gets chopped in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And everyone's like, no, I've not seen it yet. You've spoilt it now.
And apparently, he ain't dead. And he comes back with robot legs. So, there you go.
I don't know if I've seen that.
No.
Wicked D's not seen it, you've spoilt it now.
Yeah. If you ever do watch it, Wicked D, just go into it thinking that Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord. It makes it a little bit more of an enjoyable watch.
Wow, what's a Sith Lord?
They're like the bad guys. But
And is Jar Jar not really a bad guy?
No, he's supposed to be like the C-3PO of the film.
But is he not secretly a bad guy because he's there to drive everyone insane?
Well, that's that's people's theory. Yeah.
Well, what was the idea behind that? Why did they think that was a good idea?
What, to put him in?
Yeah.
Well,
Was he really drunk one night or something?
I think, if I remember rightly, and somebody may correct me, but that they wanted a character to be a little bit of a cross between C-3PO and Yoda.
Right.
So they put him in for a little bit of comedy relief and what have you. And they thought that it would be good for toy sales.
Mm-hmm.
But all it did was annoy him.
Well, I suppose they tried.
But there's like a how do you refer to it? A super cut, shall we say, where someone's edited it, and the way that they've edited it makes it look like he's actually the main bad guy of the movie.
Phantom Menace was awful, says Tony. It was the biggest waste of 10 minutes of my life before I switched it off. And John says they failed on both counts. I think that's you're making him out to be a thingy. I think I've seen it, but I can't really remember it. So that's how good it was. That I can't really remember, even if I have actually seen it or not.
Yeah, it's. I think that none of the prequel trilogy exist.
I've seen the proper ones, the proper films.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a massive fan and can remember much about them, but I've definitely seen them. I've got some piano jazz playing now.
I find it very relaxing.
What?
This piano jazz.
Well, I picked all the music, so...
Good. Good job.
So it's all my fault, whether you like it or not. There's a great cut of it on YouTube, says Koroniko. That's about 10 minutes long, and it's just lightsaber fights.
Perfect.
That was...
Skip to the good bit.
That was... the episode, I think the last episode that I watched of Warehouse 13, which is really old now, and they were lightsaber fighting in that.
I can't be bothered watching Lord of the Rings anymore because it's far too long. So I would like them to do a bit that just has...
fast forward past the walking.
Well, yeah, all the walking and I carry you, Mr. Frodo, and all that bit.
That's what your remote controls for.
Just fast forward past all that and just get to the sword fighting bits. That's what we need. So I'm using some Dreadful Visage for...
Is it dreadful?
Dreadful Visage.
Is that like Michelle Visage?
Yeah. This lady's about as fashionable as Michelle Visage as well. But yeah, using some dreadful visage for her skin. I think she's supposed to be quite pale. Don't know. She's got all sorts of weird wrappings and face paint on the box art. They've also done something on the side of the box
Wild Pokemon.
that's quite annoying. Where they've put light effects on the lightsabers and stuff, so they actually look like they're glowing, which obviously you can't do in real life. Because if anybody could with lightsabers that are this thin, they need a medal.
Sharon watches Lord of the Rings at least once a year. It's the comfort movies.
I think. What colour should we do her skirt? On the box, it's a combination of purple and blue. I'm not going to be able to do that. I think we might go for Leviathan blue. And then I could put purple into the recesses. That might look cool. I think that's what we're going to do.
Everyone's trying to catch the weird bug thing that's in chat.
Oh, what's that? It's looks like a I can't remember what it's called.
It's a Dunspice or something.
No, it's not what I thought it was.
I mean, it tells you in chat what it is.
Dunsparce. Yeah, it's not what I thought it was when I first saw it.
John's caught it, whatever it is. Don't even remember what are the extended segments anymore, because I mainly just saw that since the deep. So Sharon's been watching the extended version and now don't know what the original was.
Yeah, I would watch the extended version if I
Is it just
was ever
more
going to watch
walking
it.
now?
I don't know. Oh, there's definitely a scene in the I don't know if in Return of the King there's a scene with Faramir that isn't in the regular version. That's I think is like quite important to the story. Faramir and Boromir. But they cut that bit out in the normal bit.
I know nothing.
It's where they retake Osgiliath from the forces of Mordor.
These are all just words.
I can't remember which comedian it is. I've just got like the very northern, like he's gone to Mordor kind of thing. Stuck in my brain. Sorry, chuckling along to me. So I quite fancy painting some Lord of the Rings minis.
Oh, don't be adding out else.
Well, we did discuss it today, didn't we?
No. I asked you what a certain thing was and whether you were going to make a video about it and whether it was cool. And you said, yeah, it's really super cool and I'd like to paint it. Then that's not what... I just said, make a video about how cool it is so people know like to come and buy it because it's super cool. And you're like, yeah, I'll paint it. Like, no. No, that's not what I said. That's not what was happening there.
No, because we've already got one. We just need to do it.
Yep.
Just needs adding to the pile.
Doesn't need adding to any more piles. Come on, what you got to tell us that you're going to paint something that's...
Ooh. Our latest Green Stuff World stuff has been dispatched today.
But that's only dispatched from them, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but
it's
that's
got to make it all the way across yet.
Well, that's like momentous in and of itself, isn't it? Because it's been a little while in the thingy, so it's on its way. So everything that we've ordered
Yeah,
up to,
Sharon is, yeah. Everything you've ordered.
everything we've ordered up to this point, apart from liquid frost and a plinth and a couple of paint sets that they've run out of, is on its way.
I'll believe it when we see
so
it.
all the bits that we've ordered for people, they're coming. And stuff. Her top's the same colour. I think I might need a finer paintbrush.
I'm using a 4.
He's super cute, isn't he?
That was his moment.
Although I wouldn't have said that he was super cute this morning when he was sat on my head.
It's maybe because you weren't paying attention to him.
That's because it was pre 7 o'clock.
I'm just telling you why. No attention was being paid. So
It was being silly, wasn't it? Before we went to bed last night, it was being silly, and you relented and let him
I didn't
not
relent.
sleep in his bed.
I let him out of his cage and gave him a big cuddle because he was crying in his sleep, like he'd had a bad dream. And then I said to you that he was being weird and he could hear something, so I was going to go and check on little miss, make sure she was okay. And when I came back in, he was in bed with you. So,
I can't remember.
well, it's that selective memory of yours again.
What did you say on deafness here?
What you got to tell everybody?
I've just told everybody about the green stuff world thing. What else do you want me to say?
Lots of stuff. I want you to talk for an hour.
But I can't paint and talk.
Well, you're gonna have to learn. What colour that are you using?
This is Leviathan Blue.
That's a nice colour.
It is. And
Was that a GW?
it is. And I've just made a right mess of... just made a right mess of trying to paint around the edges of her boob area.
Oh, Bobs. I'm like me. What are you like?
Me.
I don't like these minis
Why not?
because they're all humans. I don't like painting humans. Does that blue dry very glossy for you too, or is it just my bottle? I used it once and stopped because it was super glossy, says Sharon.
Oh no, I think it dries alright actually. I don't know if you can see on there. If I hold it up a little bit closer, it's still wet. The bits that are glossy are still wet, but it's
Really nice.
It's drying quite nicely. Yeah, it's going all right. I think there might be something wrong with your bottle if it's going glossy.
Max Matte is good though over the top, if that helps. If you don't want to waste it. I assume.
No, I found that a healthy blob of contrast medium into my contrast paints helped a little bit, actually. Not with them not being glossy, but with just workability in general.
You're not expecting these to be good, are you? Because
well, the ones that I'm doing are like I've run over onto her skin several times already, darling. So they're not going to be perfect. I'm using the smallest paintbrush I possess, and I'm still making a hash of it.
You've stuck this together differently than on the box.
Have I? Why?
Well, she's got a broken arm in your version.
Oh. Well, they are quite frustrating to put together.
What's the worst thing you've ever put together? Mini-wise.
Oh, possibly one of the old metal GW figures. That was like the old Marauder Giant. Tony will remember that. That thing was awful.
Why?
Because it was so heavy. The pieces of it. Oh no, probably one of the dragons actually. Even more annoying than the giant was the high elf dragon that had metal wings, and the wings just would not stay on. Even when you pinned them, the only way I ended up getting them to stay was by so they had massive pins through, and then I had to use like a 2-part epoxy, like araldite glue, to get them to stick on, and then I had to paint the blobby adhesive that was left in the gap in its wings as scales, because otherwise it would just look very bizarre. Yeah, that's possibly the most annoying mini I've ever done.
Infinity minis, says Tony, and the dragons were a pain too. Well, this is very quiet.
I would say that these are getting on for the most frustrating plastic minis I've ever assembled.
I didn't like doing mine, and you gave me just the buildings, which should have been quite easy.
Yeah.
But it was poop. I'm sulking. I'm attempting something Nathan did, and it just looks poop for me. When it looked awesome when Nathan did it, says Wicked Day. Is when he did the skin on the gnome bust using a brown undercoat. Yeah. That bust.
The dwarf?
The dwarf, yeah. Do you remember how you did it?
Yeah, I used a brown undercoat that was made from flat earth, I think. And then I used thinned down
Pete the Hydrator is happy.
dwarven flesh.
It's a new one, Pete. Did you like that?
Thinned down dwarven flesh over the top from Two Thin Coats range. And I applied it in tiny little brush strokes. There was an old Watsy metal black dragon that was the worst build ever. Nothing fit and the metal broke all my drill bits. Says Coroniko. And Tony says, pins, green stuff and super glue were my magic. You will stick. Yeah. Plastic minis, Malifaux 2nd edition minis. Yeah, I built some of those as well. They're pretty naff. I built some tiny little clockwork spiders, and the pieces in those was ridiculous. No, I can't really give you any more advice than just keep trying, Wicked D. It's very, you've got to get just the right consistency of thinness. What am I doing next?
Are you doing a large mini, or are you trying to do a tiny little thing?
Now then, so it's okay. It's just me being rubbish. Don't believe that for a moment, Wicked D. Right, so Darth Morley guy is mostly black with bits of red. I don't know whether to go with paint him red and then do the bits in black. Or what I could do is just come back to it later, because it's hard. just do it later. I think what we'll do is we'll get some Blood Angels red out and we'll do some commandos. We do the red bits first? Do the red bits first and then do the black bits.
John the Templar thinks you look thirsty.
Oh, thank you very much.
It is quite warm in here.
Right. I need a paintbrush that's somewhere in between the two that I've been using. What's this one? No, that one's still quite fat. That one's fat.
There's a great big dinosaur pretending to be a kangaroo with a baby in its pouch in chat. A massive mammoth man mini. Oh, that's a bit louder than the music's just been on. Sorry. Mahusive mammoth man mini. A mammoth man mini. Sounds intriguing.
Oh, is it the
Reaper one?
yeah, the four-leggy jobber?
The four-leggy jobber.
Like the mammoth
The Mahusive
centaur,
mammoth man.
centaur guy. Yeah, that's all red. All of that bit's red.
Mine are rubbish and I've not done much. Tra la 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 la. It's that song again just for John. It's like last night in Wicked D's stream, that music was driving me nuts because it's
It was
off
just
a film.
over and over again.
Well, yeah, it was repetitive, but it's off a film. They've just stolen it. I can't think what film it's off. Pokemon's already escaped, apparently. No one caught it, John. John, why didn't you catch it? No one caught it, Tony. And then Tony threw his ball and it was too late. It had already gone.
The music reminded me of something like the Batman TV series or whatever.
No, it was something
with-
proper, like the Star Wars movie or something. It was from the 80s and they just nicked it.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm never going to know. Oh, you alright, Giz? Oh, scratch his nose. Oh, get more comfy. Poor Gizzy Boo.
Like full on red pants.
Full on red pants.
Yeah, she has. She's got.
Has she not got any trousers on?
Yeah. Oh no, she's got but she's got armoured pants over the top of her trousers that are bright red to match her fancy leg armour.
Oh, she's got superhero knickers on.
Yep. Pants on the outside.
That's what Wicked D does all the time. She's always wearing her pants on the outside.
Really?
Yep. Aren't you, Wicked D? Always wearing your pants on the outside. Mr MLG thinks I'm making it up.
Oh no, I remember the conversation. I remember. So that looks like that. That looks like that. And then she's got a couple of red bits on her helmet.
We've got to make somewhere for the Star Wars people on Sunday to get changed. So we're going to try and make a dressing area randomly in the shop somewhere. Because, you know, Why not? I don't know if that's her neck. Welcome to the chat room. Oh, thanks, chat. I think I've been here a while though. To be fair, there is a reason why men's undies are called underpants. Just saying. Right. So why aren't girls? Why are girls' pants not called panties? Underpanties. Those of us from the right side of the hills know the proper answer. Yes, because you're all wrong. They're trousers and pants. Boxers, briefs, Y-fronts, not underpants. Because nobody is putting knickers over the top of their trousers and parading around. Only you lot from over that side. I'm not even from here. I don't know who I'm closer to. Who am I closer to?
Us, because there's some hills in the way.
There's some hills.
John the Templar wants you to not sit down for 30 seconds.
I'll have to sit down.
Well, let me just finish this bit.
Have they painted these with contrasting nonsense then?
I don't know. I don't think so. Looking at these.
Mine on my screen all look like they are. Can you have them? I can't get into these two thin coats paints. The lids are too tight.
I put the top back on. I need to paint the other guy.
You just wanted to see the puppy better, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Pando's in the bin. Don't do the splits too much. He's doing the splits trying to reach the table. If he suddenly disappears. Everyone knows that underpants are called breeks and outer garments are properly called trousers. I'm agreeing with you more than Wicked D wearing her knickers on the outside, that's for sure.
Anyone coming in now is going to think like we're all weird.
It's alright, nobody ever comes in, it's fine. We get no extra traction, it's just us, and we all already know we're weird, so it's okay.
We got raided by Reaper.
Yeah, they all left. Let's just face it. We're never gonna be the big fish.
It's just we're enjoying our hobby time with other people.
I don't think I'd be able to cope anyway if people started coming in and being mean and stuff like they do. Posted something on Reddit and somebody was like, "Who are you? What do we want to know that about you for?" Like, you don't have to. You could just move on. There's no need to comment. If you didn't like it, just go past it.
Yeah, I can't do it with Reddit.
You don't do anything. You don't do any of the socials. Social media is not your thing, is it, my dear? You're still looking for your MySpace account, aren't you?
That's all been 30 seconds of stood up hunting.
Or Bebo.
Bebo. Don't think I ever had a Bebo.
That tried to come back once and it didn't get very far.
Don't think we did Bebo. Definitely had MySpace.
I had a Bebo. I'm sure that's what it was called, wasn't it? Bebo?
I've heard of Bebo, but I don't think I ever had Bebo.
You had a hot or not.
My mate Graham decided that we should all go on it.
Yeah.
Or was it Graham?
Friends Reunited.
Yeah, we had to go at that as well. That was.
I don't remember Friends Reunited.
The problem was that I didn't really want to reunite with any of my friends. We got the best result out of social media type stuff anyway. Met you.
Yes, we did. We met through social media. That's really sad, isn't it? AOL. What was the other one? The Messenger one. Used to have that at work. It got taken off because everybody was too busy messaging each other. As MSN Messenger or something.
Yeah, you've still got that on your phone.
Yeah, but on a computer.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
On the computer where you could talk to people and send little emotes and stuff. And Clippy the paperclip would come and go, "You're writing a letter." He's like, "Yes, I write a letter every day, it's my job." Go away. MSN Messenger and Yahoo. I've actually never had Yahoo. I don't think I've ever had Yahoo.
No.
But yes, we had the messenger thing at work, and it had to get told we couldn't use it because everyone was just being silly.
Were you sending more messages than you were doing work?
I wasn't, but some people were. The same people that used to pretend to work when the boss walked down the corridor, and you used to think, no one in their right mind types that fast. It's like, that's just making noise so he thinks you're working.
I'm trying to catch up.
I liked Ask Jeeves. I thought Ask Jeeves was good. And now Jeeves is gone. Bye, Jeeves.
Does Jeeves not exist?
I don't think it exists anymore, does it, John? I thought it had gone. Yahoo Messenger was funny. You could send little animations to people. Ah, you see. That's far too clever for me. This woman's got a weird markings all over her face. What's she supposed to look like?
What? Ahsoka, she's supposed to look like that on the picture there.
On that blurry picture there that you've got.
Well, I could have.
It's fine. It's fine. She's now going to look like this, whether that's what she's supposed to look like or not.
That's fine, darling. You do your interpretation.
What?
Just thinking.
You're laughing at me. Ask Jeeves is now known as Ask. Oh, has Jeeves been like poor Jeeves? He was the only good thing good about it. Does anybody else use anything? Does anybody use Ask or anything like that, or does everybody just use Google?
Do you use Google or do you use Microsoft Edge?
Microsoft Edge, what's that?
That's what comes installed on all your computers, and then everybody takes it off and puts Google on.
Or maybe not everyone.
No. Everyone I've ever spoken to about computers.
We use DuckDuckGo.
Yeah. But we use Google.
But we use Google as well.
We use Google to open DuckDuckGo.
No, mine's just saved as that duck thing.
Is it?
Yeah. Opens up all on its little Todd. I used to send them to my brother in the next room all the time as our way of indicating to each other we were going outside for a cig. A dirty habit. See, don't have a brother and have never smoked, so just with me sending messages to myself going, yep, still just sat on your own then. Did you hear what my cheeky mother said to me?
Yeah, I don't know.
When we went round.
Maybe.
So we've been to Bridlington Kite Festival, which is awesome fun and free, and it's good, and we enjoy it. It's on the cliff tops, get some nice fresh air, take the dog, all good. And we've taken the puppy, and we've been there ages. And then he started getting bored, and it was too hot for him, and he was getting restless, and he was getting a bit like annoying, and he wanted to go. So we sent you back with him. We sent you to walk back home with him, so that you then could come back without him. John's cheering at the fact we made you go. So that he wouldn't get too hot in the sunshine, and he could have a nice little sleep. Because as you've all seen, sleep is what he does best. I mean, you can't see his head currently because his leg in the way, but that's what he prefers, isn't it? Some sleep.
He's a lazy little puppy.
So we've gone to Kite
Big
Festival.
Dehydrator says well done.
Well, thanks. That's not the good bit yet. I know you're all just trying to shut me up. I'm just going to carry on anyway. Carry on regardless.
Yeah, you would do that.
So we've been to the kite festival and sent Nathan back, and my mum said to me, "What? You stayed
Heat Dehydrator love having you here.
all on your own?" And I was like, "Yes, Mum. I stayed in a place that wasn't our house, all on my own, with the kid, because I wasn't just going to leave her there on her own." And Mum was like, "Wow, that's amazing." I was like, "Thanks, Mum. You're a git." You remember that?
I do remember that now.
The browser you're using is Google Chrome, though, isn't it? Edge is what used to be Internet Explorer, says Wikido.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a... Oh, look at that grumpy looking... That's me. That's me in Pokemon form. Look how edgy that thinks it looks. And it just looks daft. That's what's happening there. Yeah, look at me. Don't talk to me. I'm super cool and edgy. And I'm going to stare at you through my top of my eyebrows. That's what that one sounds like, by the way, in case you were wondering. Pete's redeemed hydrate. I've just done mine.
I've run out of water.
Oh, here, you have to have mine.
I think Darth Maul looks pretty cool.
I don't know, we can see. Stinky cheese.
He looks like that, look.
What you weren't doing him?
Why not?
You said he was too hard and you'd do him later, or is that somebody else?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm doing him.
John and Tony caught the grumpy teenage Pokemon. Tony's happy. I'm going to have to send him to his room, Tony.
So, we need to do... I need to find a cool colour.
It's nearly time up.
Is it? Where does the time go? Someone's been using my palette again and it's full of pink.
No, no one's used that. It's an old palette.
Is it?
Yeah. I played your palette for you.
Is that this one?
Yes, that's yours. No one's even been here. Unless the fairies are painting.
Right then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix some Leviathan blue with a bit of black to make a different shade. For Darth Maul's, oh, excuse me, disgusting boy. For his jacket. Well, it's not really a jacket. It's like his Jedi dressing gown.
His Jedi dressing gown.
Yeah, well, that's what they look like.
House coat. His smoking jacket.
It's his dressing gown.
He might put some kind of Jedi cursey thing on you now. Has Pete borrowed your palette? Yeah, it's not even his palette, John. That's the problem. That was little Mrs. palette. Pete's been around secretly painting things pink while we've been at work.
That'd be scary.
What?
I said that'd be scary. Come back, find all my minis are being made pink.
Darth Smooth Jazz in his dressing gown. This is probably the worst thing I've ever painted in my life. Just telling you. Just putting that out there.
Which one are you doing?
This woman. I don't know what they are.
Is she the one without a mask on?
No, she's got a mask on.
Yeah. So she's a Mandalorian something clan fries or something like that.
I don't know. She's terribly painted, whatever she is.
I'm sure she looks ace.
She doesn't. Thanks, Sharon. We'll be going in a minute as well.
See you later. Thank you. Yeah, I've got to go back to work. Got to go and post some more stuff.
Yeah, we didn't get everything done. I don't know what you were messing about.
Well, you know, I had to go and get the child from school. We didn't get there till 10 o'clock.
And then you went to take the van back home and got home and realised I still had the keys and
Yeah.
I was at the shop and you couldn't get in the house.
That's true.
So
So
then
I
you
had
had
to
to
go
go
back.
all the way back again.
Yeah.
Because that's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah. It was less fun. than it could have been. Right.
I also saw Wicked D today trying to scare me through the window. Because the other day she'd come up and press her face against the window to make me jump. But today I was upstairs and I could see her and she couldn't see me. And I was like, hey, you can't make me jump because I'm up here and you don't know. Bye, Tony. Bye. See you
Bye. See you
Right
later.
then, are you going to say goodbye to all the lovely people that have listened to us whinge about painting these minis?
Yeah.
Especially me.
Thank you everybody for coming and joining us. We shall be back tomorrow for Two Paint Tuesday, where you'll be able to see Mrs MLG painting
Whinging about what I'm painting.
painting the minis that she's whinging about, and I will be painting a little bit more of these guys. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, very, very much. And we hope we will see you all soon.
Bye.
Thank you.